seal. So we shipwrecked at the world's most beautiful lagoon. Chillax, bro. All in time. You know what the people always say? They love the freedom here.
I love the freedom here.
On the brain.
Of course some people are used to it. It's out of their comfort zone.
Darling, I've been thinking.
Yes?
Let's explore the island. Discover its wonders.
Leave the resort? Have you gone insane?
I'm sick of holidays stuck in the one place. Same meals, same beach, day in, day out.
What about the children? What if we get lost?
We'll all go. The island's only 32 kilometers around.
Oh, the bus, darling.
Yes, clockwise and anti-clockwise. If we miss our stop, it'll come around again soon enough.
Yes. Yes, you're right. Come on, children. We're off on an adventure.
Nothing beats exploring our little paradise with the wind in your hair.
There's no clutch, just turn the key on and away you go. Have fun. Ka kite.
Like a sail, boss.
What about the tourists who hire a car? Well, let's get a Kukalan driver's license. But get this, in other countries, in your photo, it's against the law to smile. What? Here, it's against the law not to smile. You're in a little paradise now. And the best part, you can park for free anywhere in the whole country. Except for the one place you don't park.
Well, why not?
So you in a good mood? Yep. Loving the high seas. Free as a bird. Out of snacks. Well, what? We've run out. You've eaten them all. I thought they were just starters. You know, it's not so long ago we used to be cannibals. What's the first thing that you're gonna eat when you get back? A big fish sandwich. Huge and fresh eggs.
Can I have a tuna sandwich, please?
Sorry, hun, out of tuna today, but I'll check. We've just got fresh mai and fresh coconut sorbet for dessert.
I'm never gonna leave my little paradise again. It was only 30 meters, and you walk. Sorry, baby.
I know just how he feels. We love this little paradise too.
Let's never leave. Children, we'll live here forever.
Kia ora, Anna.
Kia ora na.
Kia ora.
Kia ora na.
Kia ora, Anna.
Kia ora na.
Kia ora.
Kia ora na.
Kia ora.
Kia ora na.
Kia ora, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Cook Islands Rugby League semi-final action for 2023 domestics competition. This afternoon, we'll be thrilled with some fast-footed big hits from two of the top clubs battling it out, vying for the spot to play defending champions TUPAPA Maraerenga Panthers, who've qualified from last week's playoffs to the grand finals. It's do or die this afternoon for both teams, the Avatiu Nikao EELS as well as the Arorangi Bears. Last week's playoff was very intense between the Avatiu Nikao EELS and the TUPAPA Maraerenga Panthers. 34-32 was the final score of that match. Very intense battle down at Arorangi Park. The second playoffs was between the Arorangi Bears and the Nottingham Motivata Seagulls. Arorangi Bears winning that match with a very comfortable lead. But it's all down here at Victoria Park this afternoon for semi-final action in the Cook Islands Rugby League domestic competition. As we can see, captains in the middle from both teams. Basil Matapo for the Arorangi Bears and Toru Katsuke for the Avatiu Nikao EELS. Junior Abraham as the match official in the middle. Big task for him this afternoon, as he'll be officiating this semi-final action down here at Victoria Park, home of the TUPAPA Maraerenga Panthers. So no home ground advantage for both teams, neutral grounds, I would say. And both captains have heard what the referee expects from them this afternoon, and they've gone back to relay their teams. Both teams ready now to battle it out. This do or die match between Arorangi Bears and Avatiu Nikao EELS. So Bears to kick off. Basil Matapo. Been exceptional with his rugby league this year. And a big kickoff it is. Straight into the hands of Inga. And Ruibena hands it off to their big hard hitter who's made aggressive in the tackle there, Katsuki. Ioane picks and goes from the ruck. That's their second. Bears defending strong, keeping the Eels in their territory. Puna now back from handball duties, letting their ball loose out to Tevita. Tevita back on the inside to Brian. Brian Nakava sizes Willis up. Couldn't get the pass away. Shouldn't have pushed it. Should have just taken the tackle, set it up for his players coming on through, rushed the pass there. But great movement of the ball very early, deep within their territory. Already showing what they expect to be doing this afternoon. But first scrum goes to the Arorangi Bears. Arorangi now will be setting something up. Logan Perenesi settles it for their first. Playing it safe, just going down for their second. Still coming down this blind side. Tayo now ducking underneath tackles, weaving through one, brought down by Aiden Kapi. Cos out to the Beast Junior. Andre Hiro, menacing work, struggling to put him down. 4 players to stop him, meters away from the try line. Basil sends it out to Jeff Mangele, sends it out to their winger Fale Soyalo. Stops short of the try line. Jeff sends it back to Basil. Basil being caught in the back play there. Loose ball, but Tayo cleans it up. Looks for his players out wide, but kicks it straight into the hands of Inga, and referee is saying offside. Eels couldn't get back 10 meters from that set play there, so the Bears regather possession of the ball. Looking very dangerous on attack at the moment, the Arorangi Bears. Basil Matapo ready to get things underway. No, hands it off to Jeff. Mangele taps and passes off to Totoa. Totoa inches away from the try line. Cos sends it out to Tayo. Sorry, Penitito to Robert Heather. Sets it up in front of the goalpost. Attacking down the blind side. Sends it out wide to Nicholas. Nicholas Maui trying to muscle his way through the defense. Brought down heavy in the tackles. Maui to play. Cos passes it out. Looking for runners. Sends it out to Matapoa. Out to Stephen Willis. Out to Jeff Mangele. Shifting of the ball. Devita Newsummer pulls him by the jersey and brings him down just inches from the sideline. Fale sends it back into Matapoa. Matapoa looking for runners. Sends it out to Penitito. Penitito almost gets through the tackle there. Penitito to play. Coming down the short side. Mudd picks up the ball and stops it from going anywhere else. Play on, says the referee, but couldn't control possession. Just forcing the pass, didn't need to. They didn't realize they had recounted that play there. But still, ball comes into their possession from the first knock on there. Referee has initiated a double knock on from their little kick put through. So Arorangi Bears regather possession of the ball and very strong on attack at the moment. Matapo to play the scrum and comes back down this short side. Tayo takes Logan back on the inside. Perenesi brought down meters from the try line. Cosmo still attacking the short side. Tayo back on the inside behind the rock, ducks and weaves. Just short, calls the referee, inches from the try line. Andre Ito. Very dangerous on attack. Eels did well to wrap him up. Cosmo sends it out wide. Robert decides to take it in himself. Sets it up in between the goalposts. Either side comes back down the short side. Tayo switches it. Still has possession of the ball. Settles it down for his team. Tayo to play the ball. Cosma still coming down this short side. Matapo. Out to Logan Perenesi. Still gets the offload. Loose kick there. And almost regathered by the winger. Smart thinking there from Viinga to knock that ball out of the field of play. And just escaping a very strong attacking passage play from the Arorangi Bears. This will be their fourth consecutive play. Strong defense from the Eels, but will it be enough to hold them out a fourth consecutive time? Arorangi Bears need to be patient, building up enough momentum at the moment. Stephen Willis claims it on the full. Benitito on the burst, big strong run, gets through one, second man brings him down. Good strong surge there from Benitito. Totoa now takes a second for his team. Cosma back on the inside to Matapo. Matapo looking for runners, finds Benitito once again. Benitito, Cosmo down the short side. Totoa now. Just misplaced his footing there, got stopped in the tracks. Totoa to play. Now opens it up to Basil. Basil looking for runners once again. Finds Tayo. Tayo to Stephen. Stephen out to Logan. Logan, big strong run, but brought down from John Pinu. Perenesi to play. Stephen Willis sends it loose past there, sends them back at least another 20 meters and knocking the ball on. Bit of hesitation there from Tayo. Tayo must have heard the footsteps from the Avatiu defense and they'll just get to play this ball. That was final from the Bears. Promising run there from the Arorangi Bears, keeping Avatiu Eels stuck here for the last 5 minutes. Back-to-back plays, but great defense from the Avatiu Eels to stop any advancing play there from Arorangi Bears. Vane shows and goes, takes in the markers. Johnny out to Vinga. Vinga looking for runners, finds John Pinu. John Pinu met aggressive in the tackle from Cosma and loses possession of the ball. Great defense there from Cosma on to John Pinu. Once again, Arorangi Bears regather possession of the ball. Tayo now feeds the scrum. Out to Andre. Defense rushes and shuts him down, stopping any momentum. Realizing how much of a threat this young man is. Andre Iro, son of Kevin Iro, Kiwi legend. Mangele plays their second. Out to Heather. Heather, work rate already up there early in this game. Still attacking down the short side. Finding Logan. Logan to his winger. Decides to take a chip to the outside. Covers up in the back there. Sincere. He's claiming he caught it on the full within the goal line, and referee has acknowledged that. So Sincere gets to re-tap this on the 20-meter mark. Sincere takes it in himself. Brought down heavy in the tackle. Sincere to play. Avatiu Eels hardly had possession of the ball. Been on defense this whole time. Nathan Nabo to play. Out to Aiden. Aiden sends it to Puna. Puna to backdoor with Brian in to play. Brian Akava. Ducking, weaving, trying to escape. 3 defenders bring him down. Akava to play. Once again attacking their short side. Hiro goes down for their third. Sends it out to Aiden. Aiden to Vinga, shifting the ball. Katsuki finds Vane in the back door. Vane decides to chip at the back early and loses possession from there. Referee, tough call here from the referee. He's gonna need help from his linesman official, as that could be a player in front. Johnny did what he could to strip the ball, but we'll just see how the referee and lines interprets this. Stephen Willis standing there anxiously to hear what the call is and acknowledges it. So yeah, he did acknowledge, because it is their ball. So Johnny went for a strip there, one-on-one. And they're claiming the strip bounced forward. So Bears did well to claim that kick there, very early kick. Uncharacteristic move there, and for Johnny to go and attack that, for Vanya to go and attack that early with a little kick behind. Now Bears running this ball out from in their danger zone, straight to their strong man runner. Knows one way forward, Logan Pernis. Plays there first. Now their winger, Tuapata, gets himself involved and almost lifting him. Nathan Nabo lucky to leave him from putting him into a dangerous tackle. Basil Matapo forced to take this down himself. Matapo to play their third. Cosmo sends it out to Stephen Willis. Stephen ducking and weaving, trying to get through this yellow wall. Willis to play. Still attacking down this short side. Heather, strong run there from Heather. 3 defenders to bring him down. Final is the call from the referee. Cosmo finds their kicker, Tayo. Tayo being pressured and charged down off of the Eels. Goes out of the field of play. So the Bears regather possession. That's 0 count. They'll just get to play this ball. Logan Piranesi taking his time, regathering his breath, telling his team to slow it down a bit. Robert Heather looks for the mark, ready to get things underway. Sends it out to workhorse Andre Ito. Matopo brings Puria back on the inside. Puria on the field now. Finds Nicholas on the short run. Almost finds himself into a space. Shut down by Katsuki and Motu. Nicholas Maui to play. Basil calls for it down, looking for runners in and out. Finds Andrew Puria. Got onto the field and making him work this afternoon. Cosmo decides to have a go, and Basil attacking down the short side, loses possession and puts it into the danger man. Brian Akava finds himself into open space. Great shutdown there from Stephen Willis. Knew exactly how to shadow him down and stopped him from in his tracks. Nathan Nabo now. Numbers out wide if they can shift the ball. Vane decides to have a go himself. Great support back on the inside, but great shutdown as well from Andre. Almost taking him out. Great support back on the inside, and referee has confirmed that try. So Avatiu Eels, first points on the board. I thought Andre Ito had done enough to take him out. He was on his way out. Vane just happened to let that ball go back on the inside with a supporting runner. John Pinu puts the first try on the board. Few inches from the sideline there for this conversion. Just shows you how close Andre was to actually saving that try. Viinga. Ripena. or hoping to convert and put his team in front with an extra 2. Free pena now. And has the distance, just not the accuracy at the moment. So unconverted try there. The score remains 4. And Basil Matapu to restart once again. Deep kick into Avatiu territory. Johnny claims it and heads it on over to Katuke. Katuke looking for an offload, very dangerous. And gives a penalty away from his careless play there. Didn't need to force the pass, just needed to take the first impact, set the platform for his team. But trying to pass that ball somehow has turned into a penalty for the Arorangi Bears. Arorangi Bears once again find themselves at a favorable position, field position to be in. Nicholas off of the tap from Cosmo. Maui brought down heavy in the tackle. Benny Tito on the short, right in the front of the goalpost. 2-man tackle, hands involved as Benny Tito loses possession of the ball. Referee saying it has been stripped, so penalty once again for the Arorangi Bears. Cosmo ready to tap, looking for his runner, Heather. And Heather pushes, bounces, tackles out of his way, crosses on over the try line for Arorangi Bears' first try this afternoon. Great running there from Robert Heather. Knew exactly where he needed to go, and Cosmo knew exactly who to pass the ball to. Found his workhorse being a menace on attack this afternoon, breaking tackles. Once again, did his job very well, crossing on over for their first try this afternoon. That's 4 apiece. Conversion to come. Basil Matapu definitely want to convert this and put his team in front. Matapu. And just like that, brought his kicking boots this afternoon, converts the first attempt at 6 points. Arorangi Bears. And Viga Ruipena now to get things underway. High kick, not so deep, straight into the hands of Fale Soyalo. He just runs it in for their first Soyalo to play. Inside to Mangele. Mangele now goes down for their second. Kapi sustained an injury from that impact in the back play there. Bears through Puria on their third. Now Andre Hiro gets himself involved. Just short of the halfway mark. And kicks early, trying to catch the Avatiu Eels back line Off guard, but Brian Nakava cleans up from behind. Takes the ball across, searching for his space. Takes it down. Tayo. Sincere. Pick and go. Manages to get an extra 10 meters for his team. Now Nathan Nabo. And straight behind the rock, gets himself into space. Cleaned up though from the back play there. That's their third. Viinga now looking for runners. Finds him on the outside. Vane into open space. Decides to take it himself. Still going. Viinga back on the inside. Vane, clever played. Stretching himself down their sideline and finding support back on the inside. Viinga puts it on the board for the Eagles and puts themselves back in front by 2 with 8 points. Viinga, the maestro, pulls tricks out of nowhere and didn't just watch Vane run down their line, backed him and supported him back on the inside and got his just rewards with the second try this afternoon for the Eels. And this young man is on and has his day. He is a spectacle to watch and admire. Once again finds himself close to the sideline, just a few inches further inside this time from the last conversion. Ruipena with his second attempt. And this time pulls it back on the inside to claim his 2 points. Learned where the ball went from the first attempt, knew where to pull it this time and managed to pull it in for a converting his own try. A great kick there from Viinga Ruipena to convert his own try. That's 10 points now. Avatiu Eels. Arorangi Bears on 6 with the restart. Matapo to get things underway. And a big kick back down to their same spot. This time they send it out to Tevita, who gets met aggressive in the lineup there up the middle. Cosma working very hard on the fence today. Now Toru Katsuki hands it off to Napa. Tomokino to play the ball. Just made his way out onto the field. Aiden Kapi gone out to address that injury he sustained earlier. Tangi goes down the short side. Josh Motu weaves his way outside and loses possession of the ball. So the Arorangi Bears working very hard on the defense and disrupting the Avatiu Eels play, handling errors, mounting up for the Eels. Bears picking up a scrum 2 meters into the Eels territory. Eels letting the Bears crawl their way back into this game. Opportunity now. Straight up to Fale, Soialo. New one job, settle. That's their first and couldn't play the ball correctly. Loses possession. Bears are claiming Eels' involvement from that play of the ball. Touch officials and the referee seeing none of it. Sticking to his core, so scrum now. Just a few meters away from the last scrum for the Avatiu Eels. Simple mistakes from the Premier grade level with playing the ball. We've seen it throughout the season, and once again here at semi-finals. Sincere weaves his way around the defense and manages to get into open space, takes it down a few meters away from the sideline. 0 is the call. 0 is the call from the referee. And a bit of argy-bargy involved there after the tackle was made. Referees having nothing of it, keeping control of this game. Eels now down to the short side and couldn't bring that loose pass in. New Summer knocking their ball on. Arorangi Bears now once again being disruptive in defense, eliminating any advancing play from the Eels. So Bears with the scrum, Matapo to feed. Runners are lining up on the outside for the Arorangi Bears. Matapo sends it out to Stephen. Stephen decides to take it in himself, even though he had the runners on his outside. Now the runners are lining up. Out to Jeff Mangele. Jeff behind ruck gets some good yards for his team. Great run there from Mangele. Now Logan Perenisi behind the ruck and good advance there from that run. Perenisi to play the ball. Strong running plays here from the Arorangi Bears. Good meters gained. Andre Ito. Andre to play. Cosma to Robert Heather. Heather strong on the attack. 3 to bring him down. Back down to the short side. Tayo looking for runners. Couldn't pick him up cleanly. But Avatiu Eels slacking on the fence gives a penalty away to the Arorangi Bears. Not getting back 10. Bears once again find themselves down this end of the field. Eels defending short for the last couple of plays as one of their players sustained an injury from the tackle earlier on, receiving treatment from the medics here on the grounds. Nathan Nabo picking up an injury to his shin. Just needed to get it addressed, trying to shrug it off, running back to his defense line. But it's all the way back, middle of the goalpost. Penalty for the Arorangi Bears. Robert Heather charges it forward for the Arorangi Bears. Heather to play. Out to Andre. Andre Ito plays the ball. Cosmo short for Heather. Heather just short of the try line, inches away. Cosmo sends it out to Basil. Basil launches it down the long side to Jeff Mangele. Almost slipping up the defense there. Jeff Mangele getting caught short of the try line. Back on the inside to Puruia. Andrew cut short of the try line. Final. Grubber kick. Great defense there from Avatiu Eels and calling for foul play there. Didn't need to be done. Had knees coming in. Couple of elbows. Could see what was coming off of the screen there, but it's up to the referee how he interprets it. And yes, he did see it and has given a penalty to the Avatiu Eels. Arorangi Bears had everything right for them there. Didn't need to get careless off of that play there. Done the tackle, stopped them. All they had to do was carry on with their tackles, keeping Avatiu stuck in their red zone. But that careless infringement gives a penalty away to the Avatiu Eels, and Vienga will just happily kick this down and get his team an extra 20 meters from the first penalty. Vane taps the ball, takes it in for their first. Vane to play the ball. Tangi to Ruipena, Ruipena to Johnny. Johnny. 3 to bring him down. Johnny getting up slow to play the ball. Tangi out to Katsuke. Katsuke lets it go to Koroi. Koroi gets himself involved and loses possession from the impact. Josh Koroi just made his way out onto the field. First touch of the ball. Just couldn't keep possession. Impact must have been very heavy as he's taken a little while to get back to his feet. Looked like he sustained a bit of a high knock. He's rubbing his chin, neck area. Great defense once again from the Arorangi Bears. As we have just over 5 minutes remaining in this first half. 1 try difference. Out to Tayo. Tayo gives it to Logan back on the inside. Logan almost gets through tackles there. Just managed to stop and bring him down. Now this short side. Tayo on his own out here. Sizes it up with John Pinu. Pinu brings him down. Steve back on the inside to Logan. Perenesi working very hard this afternoon for the Arorangi Bears. Back on the inside now. Heather, the workhorse this afternoon for the Bears. Big tackle onto Heather from Katsuke. Heather gets up to play the ball. Still attacking down the far side now. Andrew Puruya being very dangerous down that far side. Cosma back on the inside to a very dangerous running Andre Ito. And Jazz manages to squeeze through the goalpost and put the Arorangi Bears in front once again. Sorry, that's equal at the moment, but a kick, try placement like that with the kick to come from Basil Matapo would definitely put them in front. Andre knew exactly what needed to be done, busted through a couple of tacklers. Avatiu almost had him wrapped up, too strong on the twist, and manages to get in between players and the goalpost to score a very important try for the Arorangi Bears. Equalized right at the moment. A very important kick from Basil Matapo to put them back in front once again. Matapo to put his team in front. And just like that, slots it in and puts his team back in front, 12 points to 10. At least 5 minutes or less, depends on the stoppage time at the moment, remains in this semi-final match this afternoon here at Victoria Park. Ruipena to get things underway. Another high kick. Matapo gets under it, hands it off to Puruia. Puruia almost gets through the tackle there. Quick play the ball. Fale Soyalo. And picks up a penalty. Stamaka wasn't square. Nathan thought he'd done his job getting up. Just wasn't lined up, as the referee has indicated there. So easy penalty given away for the Arorangi Bears. Matapo looking for the sideline, giving his team an extra 20 meters from where that penalty was made. Arorangi Bears now hot on the attack. Mangele taps, hands it off to Andrew. Andrew getting things underway. Goes down for first. Cosmo. Heather now receives that ball. Takes it in. Attacking down this short side once again. Nicholas met heavy in the tackle. Still standing though. Maui to play. Sends it back down the far side. Looking for runners. Finds his playmaker Matapo, who sends it out to his fullback. Lets loose to Jeff Mangele, who puts a kick behind players. Brian must have thought that the players were on him. Kicks that out of the field of play. So line go drop out. Arorangi Bears once again will receive this ball. Again, Eels dealt with consecutive back-to-back defense. Smart thinking from the Arorangi Bears to regather possession of the ball. And it could be punishing for the Avatiu Eels. Logan, Perenesi. Big, strong run from Perenesi. Logan to play. Tayo finds Nicholas. Katsuke, big tackle. Nicholas gets back up to play the ball. That's their second. Short ball from Robert Heather. Smart move to put the unmarked player out into open space, and a lovely try there from the Arorangi Bears, putting them further in front with 16 points. That was smart thinking of Robert Heather. Knew the defense were always shutting him down. Just finally tipped it on. And this young man crosses on over for their third try this afternoon. Puts them at a comfortable lead with 16 points. Just a few minutes to go before the Hooters sounded for their half-time break. Matapo, third conversion to put his team 18 points comfortably in front. Matapo. And slots it in without ease, putting them 18 points in front. Great position to be in on the points at the moment before they head to the sheds. Still, few minutes remaining. At least 3 minutes with their stoppage time. Still a try from either side before the break. Ruipena sending it back to their same spot. And Puruia juggling, almost losing possession. But from that run, breaks through 2 tackles, finally brought down. Soialo, pick and go from dummy half. Soialo playing it safe this afternoon. That's their third. Andre. Good strong surge there from Hiro. Cosmo looking for his playmaker. Puts it up in the air. And all the red walls are coming on through. Does just enough to disrupt the fullback. not taking it cleanly. Sincere losing possession of the ball and handing it back on over to the Arorangi Bears, who will get a scrum right in front of the goalpost. And with the way they have been playing this afternoon, they could put one more before they head on to the sheds. Referee just calling stoppage time once again. Some very big plays happening this afternoon from both sides. Both teams putting body on the line in this do or die match. As we see the injured player Josh Koroi making his way off of the field, and Braden Kamana has made his way to the field. Right on the hooter, last play of this first, no, referee's not allowing the last play, has called for the halftime, so both teams heading towards the sheds in a very crucial match this afternoon. Arorangi Bears putting 18 points on the board. Avatiu Eels trailing behind on 10. We'll be right back after these quick messages.
Just look at this little paradise, and to think that the world that they know exists. But people have been here since like Hawaii was 50 years ago.
Like Hawaii was 50 years ago.
Yeah, my cousins in New Zealand say because we're so close, Rai was their version of Hawaii. You know, Hawaii 5-0, action! You know how to spell coconut?
Yeah, but the tourists love it, and it's good for business.
Yeah, there's no hard selling in a little paradise.
Hey, Daddy, it's all good, bro.
Oh, she's so cute. Let's buy another one. Yep, everyone's so nice and friendly. Young cup is easy peasy. Cheerful. But it only takes one bad pineapple to spoil the punch. Check it out.
Who, me?
No, him. Fat Tony, a.k.a. Little Bug. To keep our little paradise nice and clean, you gotta take out the trash.
And why aren't you guys in church? You'll get in trouble from Mama.
Not now, we're on duty.
Nuh-uh, it's Sunday. It's your only duty. What's wrong with this wing nut?
She's my sister, bro.
Ah, Katsu Kanga. I didn't get to put it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of a very intense encounter down here with the Cook Islands Rugby League 2023 semi-final action. Arorangi Bears have just done enough to keep themselves in front just before the break with 18 points. Avatiu EELS on 10. We're eager now to get things back underway. And a big kickoff. Down to the middle. Benitito. Big strong surge from him. Benitito plays the first for Arorangi. Now Totoa. Made aggressive in the tackle. Totoa plays their second. Heather now muscling his way up for their third. And 6 again has been called. Arorangi Bears collect up another 6 with a strong surge there from Andre. Big run there. That'll be their first. Matapo brings Benitito back on the inside. Benitito to play. Short ball to Willis. And 2 in the tackle. Even though the other man had jumped off, referee says no, there was still a second man in there. Penalty. Arorangi Bears right in front of the sticks. Sure, Basil Matapo, yes, exactly what I was thinking. Point towards the uprights. He's been very well with his goal kicking duties this afternoon. 3 from 3 so far. His first penalty attempt. Matapo to put them on a comfortable 10-point lead. And slots it in with ease once again. Definitely brought his kicking boots this afternoon. 20 points on the board. 6 of them from Matapo. Sorry, with that, makes it 8. Rubina once again getting things underway. Big kickoff. Matapo gets under it. Finds Totoa. Totoa driven back on the tackle there. Started well. Now on the inside to Benitito. Benitito being a menace this afternoon on the attack. Benitito to play. Heather now for their third. Now Andre, straight off of the ruck. Bears muscling their way up the middle of the field. Cosma down the short side. And a kick into space. Vane almost loses possession, gathers it and takes it in, settles it for his team. Sincere out to Nathan. Nabo looking for runners. Totoa manages to bring him down and gives a penalty away from that, so that's 6 again for the Avatiu EELS. Devita New Summer brought down just short of the halfway mark. Nathan now. Once again, behind the ruck from off of dummy half. Very strong runner. Tangi finds Brian. Brian, nobody with him. Nothing else to do but take it in. Settle it down for his team. Tangi now from dummy half. And picks a penalty off of that little run there. Goes for a quick tap and run. Referee says no. The mark was there, but he was distracted talking to the offending player. So Tangi being told to go back and tap this ball again. Josh Motu takes it in for their first. Tangi. Big tackle onto Tomokino. Driven back in the process. Tomokino to play the ball. Out to Puna. Puna fires it to Katsuke. Katsuke finding Vig on the back. And Sincere had to clean it up. Put into open space. Sincere, nothing else to do but to take it down and settle it for his team. Avatiu repositioning themselves. Brian getting involved off of the first receive. Out to Devita. Devita looking for the offload and manages to sneak it into Nathan Nabo on the wing. Smart play there from Devita. A bit risky with that back pass there, but the try has been awarded. And Nathan Nabo held on for dear life and stuck into the field of play, crossing on over and scoring an important try for the Eels. 14 points on the board so far. Conversion yet to be made from Viinga, who all afternoon has been offered right next to the sideline for all his goal kicks this afternoon. Once again, inches away for his third attempt. Only managing to put one away so far. Rui Pena. And just edging it to the right side of the uprights. So unconverted, the score remains Avatiu Eels 14, converted try away from the Arorangi Bears 20 points. Matapo definitely be kicking this ball deep, wanting to cause an error in the Eels' red zone. They have been strong on defense. Big kick straight into the hands of Devita Newsummer. Devita, he is very dangerous in situations like that and presents it with numbers out wide. Brian, I won't say much from that tackle attempt there. Sincere finds himself into open space. Runs straight into the Arorangi defenders there. And loses possession, claiming the ball was stripped, but referee was right there on the mark saying nothing of it. He lost control. Arorangi Bears now gather possession, running themselves out of their red zone. Cosmo finds himself in a lovely situation, busting tacklers off and gaining extra meters. Logan now on a strong surge, met aggressive on the tackle and loses possession for Viinga. Dangerous play there from that loose carry. referee, he is calling time because quite a bit was actually happening from off of that. First, Viinga being taken down after chipping the ball through, and then also a few other things at the back as well. So Casey Koro there helping out with Junior to make this call as we see him so they just stopped the clock as one of the Arorangi Bears player is being attended to in the back play. Came off second best from what was conspiring there. So he's getting his injury attended to. And this young man, Tuapota, he's been very exceptional for the Arorangi Bears. Sustained an injury and he looks to be in quite a bit of pain there. It's taking quite a bit of time to strap this young man up and he does not want to leave the field. He's heading back on out there. So no penalty has come off of that back play there on the charge onto Viinga. It looked like the boys are setting up for a scrum. I'm just waiting for the referee as he's making his way around and around to get into position. Now he's ready. So Avatiu Eels, by the looks of things, have this scrum feed. Probably from a knock-on after that takedown, but possession handed on to the Eels, and Tavita decides to send it on out, and Nathan Nabo loses what could have been a promising run from the Avatiu Eels. Eels giving possession away to a very strong and determined Arorangi Bears team. Could this comeback to cost them? Need to dig deep, defense hard, but Arorangi showing they have what it takes to pull a few tricks out of their sleeves. Jeff Mangele receives it off of the scrum. Avatiu hungry on the fence. Logan gets an extra meters for his team, much needed meters. Still strong, running, hasn't been brought down, standing, brushing off tackles and picking up a penalty in the process as referee deemed that as a strip. Punahiro looking amazed, thought that he lost possession, but hands were involved. Arorangi Bears picking up a penalty from a strip ball. Matapo definitely looking for the sideline, getting his team an extra 15 meters off of that kick. Arorangi Bears have been very dangerous on attack. At least 15 minutes remaining in this match. Donorio, big strong run from Daniel. That's their second. Arorangi looking very dangerous on the attack. Andre, big strong run from the beast. Bears aging closer towards the try line. Heather has been dangerous around this area lately. And referee gives away another penalty for the Arorangi Bears. once again presented with a goal kick and safe to put them in front of a converted try. Because that's all that is in it at the moment. And with this penalty conversion from Basil, will put them 2 points out of reach from a converted try. Matapo to put them further in front with ease. That's 22 points on the board. 10 points from this young man, captain, the Arorangi Bears, Basil Matapo. Restart once again. Ruipena. Another deep kick into the hands of Stephen, who hands it on to Daniel Tonoriu. Tonoriu, big run. Back on the inside. That's their second. Heather goes down for their third. Robert to play. Cosmo looking for runners, finds the beast. Andre being a menace this afternoon for the Avatiu's defense. Looking for his playmaker, Tayo. Couldn't find runners, had to take it in himself. Cosmo looking for his playmaker, Basil, to put it in the air. And Akava plays it safe, but couldn't quite take it out on the full. Still able to claim his ball. Goes down for their first. Arorangi defense shutting down the Eels runners, trying to keep them stuck deep down in this territory. Johnny goes in for a big hit, manages to get back up to play the ball. Numbers out to their left there, they can get the ball shifted there. Devita keeps it back in. Brian cleans it up, but referee sees a knock on. Just playing dangerous with the sideline, Devita, as he offloaded their ball. Brian tried to do everything he could. From the referee's point of view, lost possession, so the Bears pick up a scrum. Another important scrum for the Arorangi Bears. Tayo finds his blockbusting runner, Logan Perenis. Logan, workhorse for the Arorangi Bears. Nicholas Maui now. Big strong run for their second and loses possession, but the referee says no. Hands again in the ruck as we see Toru Katsuki bemused by the call. Had his hands wrapped around the player. Don't know how there was a hand involved on that tackle, on that strip, but Bears pick up another penalty and Basil points towards the sticks yet again. Very tough call there from the referee, giving a strip as Toru Katsuki's hands definitely both around the player, wrapping him up. The other player getting around and Nicholas losing possession, but intervened as a strip. It has been happening here and there, so The referee only judged and called what he saw. So another important kick to put them even further in front. Matapo. And without ease, once again, Basil Matapo pushes his team further in front with 24 points. Rui Pena with the restart. And again, sends it deep. Stephen Willis gets under, hands it on over to their block blasting runner, Daniel Tonoriu. That's their second now. Bears just playing it safe, getting themselves out of trouble, using their hard-working forwards to get the grind, keeping it safe, keeping them out of trouble. Now Andre Ito goes down for their fourth. Looking for Tayo. Tayo looks for his player, runner, Logan Piranesi. Logan still going in the tackle, standing strong, finally brought down. Final should be the call for the Arorangi Bears. Basil, being shut down, manages to get their kick away. Sincere lets this ball bounce, and Brian picks up the loose ball, brought down there. Sincere has a go on the outside. Made aggressive in the tackle. Fale wraps him up, brings him down. Tangi. Josh. Motu. Plays the ball for the Eels. Tangi. Bit of a loose pass there from Tangi. Wasn't picked up cleanly, and Bears wasting no time at all, grabbing the opportunity bestowed upon them. Tuapata goes down for their first, but the referee calls 6 again, so that's 0. Cosma made heavy in the tackle, gets up to play. Back on the inside to the workhorse, Robert Heather. Heather now plays the ball. Andre, like I said, being a menace all afternoon for the Bears. Iro to play the ball. Matapo looking for runners. Back down there short side. Tayo realizing the defense was up. Sends a chip behind play. And into space for a speedster. Tuapota scoring in the corner. Wait, referee hasn't awarded the try. I thought it was awarded. But match official on the side has helped him out. Ball went dead before he grounded it. So Eels escaping a lovely try-scoring opportunity there from the Arorangi Bears. Tangi taps, get things underway. Devita goes down for their first. Viinga now, realizing they are stuck down at the back here, sends it to the back of the field. And a speedster, John Pinu, chasing down Stephen Willis, who's by himself and needs to play the ball. Cannot just stay there, has to replay it. Referee should be giving a penalty. Where is the penalty? Instead, it is a knock on. You cannot take your time when playing the ball like that. Nobody there, you still had to play the ball. That should have been a penalty. Rush play has resulted in his dummy half losing possession, giving a scrum away to the Avatiu Eels. Very important scrum possession to be in for the Eels. Arorangi Bears, 10 points in front. 24-14. Less than 20 minutes remain on the clock with stoppage time. Now out to Te Vita. He has been a menace all year. Arorangi Bears seem to have found the formula to keep him at bay. Back to Aiden on the far side. Aiden trying to stretch the ball and create something for his team. Johnny manages to duck and weave and cross on over for a very important try if it is awarded to the Avatiu Eels. And yes, the referee has finally awarded a try, this time to the Avatiu Eels. 18 points on the board. All to this man, Johnny, sitting on the outside, just manages to be there at the right place, right time, ducking, weaving, and rode over a couple of players to get that point on the board. Very important try for his team there. And a very important kick to come for Viinga Ruipena. Viinga with his conversion attempt. And successfully converts a very important conversion there. Arorangi Bears just 4 points in front with 24. Avatiu Eels trailing behind on 20. Just a converted try. Just a try ahead is the difference, but a converted try to Avatiu could put them in front. Arorangi Bears definitely need to work hard on their defense. Deep kick, keep the Eels stuck in their territory. They've been doing it for a couple of kickoffs, and I'm pretty sure they can do it once again. Matapo with a very big kickoff. Koroi plays the ball. Johnny now, Pinu. Made aggressive in the tackles. Pinu gets up to play the ball. Down this short side now. Out to Kamana. Kamana goes in for the hit. Settles it for his team. Kamana to play. Back down this short side. Once again, Sincere. Opportunity. Puna now gathers possession over that loose play there. Big tackle there from Mangele, but an incorrect play the ball. Has handed it back on over to the Arorangi Bears. Once again, defense has been the factor for the Bears this afternoon, disrupting the Eels at very crucial times in this game. Matapo to feed the scrum. Sends it out to Tayo. Tayo picks up Logan Piranesi but couldn't keep possession of the ball, and Josh Koroi brought down meters from the try line. Scrambling defense from the Arorangi Bears. Short side is on if they can let their ball go, and Johnny knocks the ball as he was diving for the try line. Great defense there from Arorangi Bears, eliminating any try-scoring opportunity from the Eels. Right on the try line. Massive defense there from the Bears. Arorangi Bears now. Strong surge, getting themselves out of trouble. Logan trying to make up from their lost ball in the earlier play. Perenesi plays it out to Andre. And Andre busts through the tackle, hunting, looking for the try line. Bouncing tacklers, being a menace. And Jazz brought down meters from the try line. Matapo pick and go from off of the ruck, but the referee gives a penalty away to the Arorangi Bears. Very important play there from Andre Ito, busting his way through the middle of the field, getting down and getting caught just short of the try line. Andre Ito, aka the Beast, son of the legend Kevin Ito. And hate to see this guy go for the Eels. He is a very important player for them. Ringa Ruibena. He has done so much this afternoon for his team. And as we just saw, he tried to get up. He definitely needs to go off. His legs are giving way to him. He couldn't even keep himself up. So they're definitely going to have to rest him. They still have 15 minutes on the clock with stoppage time. And round of applause from the crowd and supporters, as you know, he has been spectacular to watch. Bears, could this be the opportunity to finally put them in the lead that they need to be? Finds Basil in the back play, getting caught there. Takes it down himself. Matapo to play. Looking for his runners. Finds Andrew Puruia. Puruia being strong on the attack. Cosma still attacking down this short side. Totoa ducking and weaving. Used his play. I'm not going to say much. Referee is there and makes the call and awards the try. Beautiful try there to Totoa as he ran behind lazy defense and crosses on over for what could be the winning try this afternoon for the Arorangi Bears. That was a bit of a tough call there, but referee was in the perfect spot to call it and make his decision. Try has been awarded. Arorangi Bears, 28 points on the board. Basil Matapo now to put his team 10 points in front once again. An unusual miss there from Basil Matapo. He has been very good this afternoon, putting 12 points to his name with his conversions. just didn't convert this one, which seemed to be at a very favorable field position. But Bears in front, 28 points. Avatiu Eels trailing on 20. With Rui Pena out on the bench, Brian Akava has taken kicking duties. And a very big, deep kick as they just let that ball bounce. Almost went out. Luckily, Billy kept it into the field of play. Big hit onto Puruia. Puruia to get up to play the ball. Back on the inside to Mangele. Mangele. And a bit of pain from that impact. Shot to the ribs. As once again, stoppage time has been called. Definitely both teams putting body on the line this afternoon in this do or die semi-final action down here at Victoria Park. Both teams definitely want to make it to the grand final next week. Just over 10 minutes remaining on the clock. Comes down to this last 10 minutes. Who wants it more? Who's ready to face Tupapa Maraerenga Pandas next week in the grand final? And Jeff, yep, shakes it off, comes back to play his ball. Benitito plays it. Now Robert on their final plays it safe. Says the referee. Puruia met heavy in the tackle, gets up to play their final. Now to Matapo. Matapo with a big kick down deep, and Johnny pressured from the Arorangi attackers. Sincere brought down heavy, and a big flop from Logan onto the small man. Sincere gets up to play the ball. And getting a bit of help from the sideline there. So I'm not too sure if an elbow was involved, as the touch judge was thinking, or it was from the flop. But a penalty, it is an elbow. So they have been awarded a penalty from that infringement. And Tangi just kicks an extra few meters for his team. Vane ready to tap and get underway. Just loses his footing as he goes down for their first. Eels letting the ball move early. Sincere. Devita back on the inside to Brian. Brian takes it down for his team. That's their second. Josh Kroy now. Met aggressive in the tackle from Cosmo. Brought down by Heather. Kroy to play. And Kroy wasn't too happy there's something that happened there. Has gotten up to retaliate and uncalled for a bit. Stupid play, if you would ask me. Just needed to play the ball as his team was on the front foot, but something must have seriously happened for Koroi to and I think from back chat we have seen Aiden Cuppy sent from the field, so we'll be seeing him Sorry, we won't be seeing him for the remainder of the match if it's less than 10 minutes. And 2 in the bin. Not helping their cause this afternoon. Definitely fell short. Arorangi Bears, very smart, very clever. Able to disrupt the Avatiu Eels' momentum this afternoon. And kick does find touch. Billy sends this into Jeff. Jeff ready to get things underway. Mangele taps, gives it off to Andrew. Andrew loses possession of the first impact. Tangi takes it down for his team. Two in the tackle, still not given to them. Avatiu Eels doing themselves in this afternoon. Arorangi Bears keeping their composure. As we see them, 28 points on the board. Clock is definitely winding down for the Avatiu Eels. And Andre realizing they're short, straight from at the back of the ruck. Hardly see him do that this afternoon. Trying to bring the defenders in. Heather now. Eels working very hard on the fence. Bears playing it safe. Totoa takes it down. That's their third. And Logan now, big strong run. Tacklers manage to stop him. Perenesi plays the ball out to Heather. Heather finds Motobo in the back and met with a very big defense. Motobo still gets up to play the ball. Heather from acting half realizes an opportunity. Luckily for John Pinu to get there. I thought Arorangi had scored that in the corner there with their speedster Tuaputa, who's been a real menace out wide. So goal line dropout, Sincere to take the kick. Sincere up down the middle. Tayo lets it bounce, finds Benitito. Benitito hops, steps back in, breaks through one. And brought down heavy. Benitito gets up to play the ball. Back down this short side. Puruia. Brought down from New Summer. Again, back down this short side. Stephen Willis. New Summer gets involved for the third time. Puruia off of the ruck there. Met by 3 tacklers. And didn't need to do that, giving away another 6 again. Could be costly for the Avatiu Eels. Heather brushes off tackles, muscles his way through, brought down inches from the try line. Heather to play. Tayo looking for his strong blockbusting runner, Andre. Andre manages to offload the ball to an unmarked Nicholas Maui. And referee has awarded what would be the nail in the coffin this afternoon for the Avatiu Eels. There's 32 points on the board. Unsure how many more minutes remain on the clock with the stoppage time being so much this afternoon. But that could be the try that seals the deal for the Arorangi Bears this afternoon. Matapoa now has been exceptional with his goal kicking duties. Only missed one. 14 points on the board for himself. And with ease pushes them 14 points in the front. That's 34 points on the board for the Arorangi Bears. A very comfortable lead to be in this late in this match. And that there is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Avatiu Eels being defeated by the Arorangi Bears. Cinderella story. Haven't seen them in the grand finals in so many years. It has been a very important match for this young man. Andre Ittle risked everything to come down and help his team make it to the grand final for 2023. We definitely have to pull out the calendar and look how far back it has been since the Bears have made it to the grand final. But this year, 2023, story tale ending for them, making it this far and defeating hot favorites for the 2023 Cook Islands Rugby League domestic champions. They were crowned the knockout champions, minor premiership winners, but it wasn't enough to get them through to the grand finals, as TUPAPA Panthers are waiting for the Arorangi Bears, who will meet them in next week's grand final. I hope you have all enjoyed a very action-packed rugby league festivities down here at Victoria Park. That's all from us. Until next week, ka kite, kia manuia.
Do you got anything for us to eat, Uncle?
Oh, coconuts again, Uncle?
The kids don't know how easy you got it. Back in my day, way before tourism came to the Cook Islands.
So back in like 2000 or something?
Something like that. We had to get up early every day to work in the fields, and we had to pick fruit and go fishing. Practice our yoga poses, work out quadratic equations, and dodge lightning strikes, all before the sun came up. And it came up much earlier back in those days. Yep, and we did it all with one hand tied behind our backs.
So how did tourism change that, Uncle?
Well, it brought us many great opportunities, allowing us to showcase our culture, dancing, crafts, and it brought money into the economy.
But I don't understand. Why do you have that big pile of coconut?
Well, lad, after you finish husking them all, I'm going to sell them to that tourist over there, and then we're going to go buy us some roast chicken.